So first of all, you'd have a word like treasury. That's actually just a name. Then you'd have a percentage. So it might say 5%. Then you'll find a date. So 2014. Doesn't have to be 2014, doesn't have to be 5%, but let's take those as examples. And then a price, £113, let's say. Normally just 113. So here's a government IOU issued by the UK government. Why? It needs to borrow. Just like you and I, or just like a company, the government gets income, tax for example, spends it on defence, schools, health services, all those kinds of good things, and if it spends more than it earns in income, it has to borrow the difference. So the government issues these IOUs, sometimes known in the UK as gilts. That's the collective term. Now, the actual specific name of this one is a treasury. That goes back in historic terms to the name of the part of the government that used to issue them. So the name simply tells you this is a government bond in the UK rather than, say, a Tesco bond or a BP bond. This is the coupon, and there's something about this coupon that is similar to virtually all other bonds, corporate and government. It's fixed. Now, not all bonds carry a fixed coupon. You can get things called floating rate bonds, but we'll leave those to one side for this video. So, fixed means what? It means you know that this bond pays exactly £5 as what's called a coupon. And it does so every year. So the government, or part of the government called the Debt Management Office, will make sure that the holder of this bond receives a coupon of £5. And the reason you know it's fixed is because every gilt issued by the government has what's called a nominal value. And usually that's £100. And the nominal value is not the market price, that's over here, but the nominal value tells you what you can expect to receive in coupon terms, and it also tells you how much the bond will be worth when the government buys it back from whoever's got it, in other words, pays off its loan, in 2014. And people worry about the nominal value of a gilt. They think, well, if the price is 113, what is the nominal value? Think of it like buying vegetables. If I go into a grocer and say I want a pound of carrots, it's a pound of carrots. It's a pound of carrots whether you're me, the grocer, or my next door neighbour. Or perhaps in Euro-friendly terms, I should say a kilo of carrots. The price is negotiable. The fact it's a kilo of carrots isn't, but the price is. Gilts work like that. The nominal value is £100 to everybody, all the time. But the market price is whatever the market, buyers and sellers, say it's going to be, and it changes. So if a gilt has a nominal value, you can say the coupon is £5 fixed, and in 2014 I can expect £100 back from the government. This is the redemption or maturity date. Corporate bonds usually have one too, and that's simply the issuer, in this case the UK government, saying in 2014 we'll buy it back. So unlike a share issued by a company, this has a fixed buyback date from the issuer. And then over here we've got the current price. And that will change potentially every day, every hour, as people try and work out what this thing is worth and trade it accordingly. Okay, so there's a basic bond, and the nice thing is that these are features of both corporate bonds and government IOUs. A coupon, usually fixed, a maturity date, also usually fixed, and a price, that's definitely not fixed. I've just chosen 113 for my example. Why would you buy one? Reason number one, it's backed by a government with a high credit rating. So one reason to buy is you're probably not going to have to worry about bankruptcy or default. But that's not enough. What about the return? As an investor, I'm thinking, well, I don't need to buy one of these for 113. I could be buying shares, or I could be putting my money into a bank account. So how do I know? And the answer for an investor is yield, return. I want to know what return this thing offers so that I can go out and have a look and compare it to something like a share, or perhaps a bank account, or perhaps indeed another one of these. So let's take a look at 2 return calculations useful to investors. Okay, number 1,